I do a lot of thinking because that's pretty much what I got to do at the moment because I'm currently injured. So there you go. And the thing I was thinking about now is the start of things, and in particular, the start of humanity. And as you might expect, I just don't get it. Because a human being starts from being a baby. Now, there's no baby I've ever heard of that can feed itself and keep itself warm and keep itself safe. So it simply doesn't make sense how humanity could have begun. So it must have been the case that we were some other kind of animal at first, and then we gradually changed into becoming humans. Now that makes me think that we might gradually change into something else now. We might slowly be changing into some other kind of creature. But leaving that aside for a second, back to the beginning of humankind. So we were some other kind of animal, much simpler, and then we gradually became human. I think that even the idea of a simpler type of humanity is very difficult to understand because it's the beginning of things that is so mysterious. Because at the beginning, there's nothing. There's no shelter, there's no food, there's no water, there might be no air. It's so incredibly strange how these things came into existence. How did the earth get formed? Where did the material come from? Where did the water and the air come from? And the grass and the flowers and the rocks and the trees? Nothing makes sense at all. And I know some very smart people have tried to provide some kind of answer, but the best answer that anyone's come up with is a God that created everything. Now that answer doesn't satisfy me. I want it to be some kind of natural process. But that seems impossible. And the start of humanity seems impossible. But I think we are here, so we have to accept that it happened somehow. But the mystery of it really bugs me. I'm very annoyed that we can't know how it happened. We can't know how it could be possible. I really would like to have some kind of answer. So I do think it's possible that we came from some kind of simpler organism and gradually became more complicated. That makes a bit more sense. Because it's easier to imagine a simpler organism somehow being born and somehow taking control of itself. It is so hard to understand how life came to be. I'm thinking if we have a planet with air and water and whatever, with no animals on it, and then somehow animals came to be. They just appeared. It's beyond the mystery, really. But I have to say, I'm glad it happened. I'm glad that I'm here. There are some issues in making life work, but it's good to have a life.